and as soon as you finish, a big frown comes to you, you read it again, and then you look to see if you have the right test and look to see if you're even in the right room, because you've never seen what that's asking in your life. You have no idea. So that means you're going to have to make a totally wild guess. That happens to most people at least once or twice on every test you take, no matter how hard you study. So these are the ones that I like to just be honest and call impossible. It's not impossible to get it right, because you could get lucky and just pick a letter, but to know the answer is impossible because something went wrong and you didn't study it or whatever it might have been. Now, I want to ask a quick question of you. You can either just share from personal experience or just what you would think about students in general. I've asked a lot of students this question. When you're taking a test and you get to a question and you read it and you think, I have no idea, what do you do? And what do you think most people do? Yes. Yeah, they just, and I've had people say they sat there, they closed their eyes, and they did this. I'm feeling B or C or whatever, and they're just like waiting for a letter to come, and so they just fill it in and get it over with. You know, I don't know, so well, that's actually not the best idea. What do you think I want you to do with those? Yeah, skip them. That's always the right answer in this method, okay? Now, I don't know what your habits are when you take tests, but what most people tell me, and this is a good thing, is that they go through the test and every once in a while they get to a question that stumps them a little or they want to think about more, so they skip it and go back. Okay, that's pretty common. But if you take a test this way, all the way down, just the way I taught you, you are almost guaranteed to skip way more questions than you ever have before. And that makes people nervous at first, but it doesn't have to, and I'm going to show you why. So again, which questions are you answering the first time through? The easy ones, right? How many of those are there going to be? I have no idea. It depends on you, but I just want to show you something. I'll give these numbers as examples, and they're kind of shocking. Let's say that the first time through you answer 20 questions. Okay, so let's see how good you are with math. How many are you skipping? 30. 30. What grade does that look like you're headed for? Yeah, I would guess F, or maybe if you sort of made a good comeback, a D. If you're lucky, it looks awful and it'd be easy to start panicking there. But the reason that you can stay very positive and calm is because of what comes right now. This is like the good news about this, okay? After you've been through all the questions once, you're going to go back up to the start of the test, find the first question you skipped, cover up the choices, and read the question again. Same thing that you did before. Okay? What do you think is going to happen fairly often when you go to these questions the second time and cover up the choices and read them?
You realize maybe a mistake was made, or what mistake was made.
That's a possibility. By the way, I forgot to mention that most of the ones the second time through are going to be those challenging ones that you recognize and kind of know that you know, sort of, right? Well, not on all these, I would love to say that, but on many of these, something strange will happen. It's good strange, and that is you cover up the choices and you read the question again, the answer pops right in your head, and that's always kind of surprising, and you take your hand away, and there it is. And you think, all right, that's good. 10 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier, that seemed kind of like a tough one, and now it's easy.